Hi, this is Linda with Traveling Flamingo. There are so many included and specialty restaurants on a Carnival cruise. How do you know which ones to dine at and if you should pay extra for the specialty ones? Today we're taking you to Fahrenheit 555, which is the only steakhouse on a Carnival cruise, and we'll tell you everything you need to know to decide if this restaurant is one you should spend your time and money at. All that and more coming right up. This summer, I was so lucky to get to sail on one of Carnival's newest ships, the Mardi Gras. As you know, Erin had surgery and is unable to travel, so my sister joined me for this sailing. This was her first cruise and we wanted to make sure it was special, so we booked a couple specialty restaurants. The first one we dined at was Fahrenheit 555. So let's get started with the atmosphere here. It has more of an upscale feeling and an intimate dining room, which makes it a great location for a special event or a date night. Depending on the ship, the restaurant will have a different color palette and location. On the Mardi Gras, there were deep red, silver, gray, and great accent lighting. I also really liked the floor-to-ceiling windows, which allowed some nice natural light to come in. Depending on where you're seated, you'll also get to have views of the kitchen. I love when they have this. It's really nice to see all the excitement and action happening in there. Where we were seated, there were 4 tables for 2 fairly close together. We got chatting with the people next to us and had a great time talking and sharing our cruising stories. Some of the other tables were spaced out a bit better, especially tables for larger groups. Similar to the atmosphere, the location will also depend on the ship as well. For the Mardi Gras, you can find Fahrenheit 555 on deck 7, just past the Alchemy Bar on your way to the Palm restaurant. Unless you're looking for it, you actually might not see it as there's a nice big bar right out front of the restaurant. This was actually really popular on the night we were going. I think a lot of people were stopping there to get drinks before dinner. And before we get into the menu and what we had, I just want to pop in here and thank everyone who has liked and subscribed to our channel and say we have tons of cruising videos like Royal Caribbean What's Included, cruise port tours like Curacao, and room tours like the Celebrity Edge. So when this video is done, please be sure to check out our channel. Thank you. As you would expect from the menu, it's a classic American steakhouse, and there's a variety of cuts of beef, seafood, appetizers, and sides to choose from. You get to choose 1 appetizer, but I did ask for 2 and an entree and a couple of sides and a dessert. Fahrenheit 555 has also received recognition for its wine list, so if that's something you're interested in, be sure to check it out. The menu on our sailing may be different from what you had, but the starters, you can expect things like oysters, shrimp cocktail, and beef tartare. For entrees, there's an 18-ounce prime cowboy steak and filet mignon and farm chicken. There's a variety of options, so if you're not interested in steak, but your dining partner is, I'm sure you'll find something else to enjoy. Some of the other sides include baked potatoes, onion rings, and sautéed mushrooms. We had booked this restaurant for the second night of our sailing, which was our first formal night. It was a fun reason to get dressed up, and it made it a little bit more special. However, we did find out that this was the night in the MDR that they also served lobster, which is one of my favorites. So what did I do at the steakhouse? Yep, I ordered the broiled lobster tail, which was served with butter for my main, and it did not disappoint. For appetizers, I had a hard time deciding, so I got 2. The Heritage Berkshire pork belly, which was cooked perfectly and tasted great. I did share a bite of that with Christine because she was a little envious of that. I also had the risotto, and that was really nice. For dessert, I had the chocolate sphere, and it was nice, cool. It's the one that they melt the chocolate over, but it wasn't quite warm enough, so it didn't really melt. I cracked it open, but it was very rich and it was nice. My sister had the Maine lobster bisque to start, and she said it was amazing. She loves lobster bisque and was really happy with that. She also had the Caesar salad. The presentation of the Caesar salad was different than the main dining room. However, the dressing was the exact same and had more of a creamy dressing flavor than a Caesar flavor. So I think she was hoping she might actually have more of a Caesar flavor, but that did not happen. Our table mates, or people who were close enough, we may as well have been sharing a table. Anyway, they had the jumbo shrimp, and I was interested to see if it was bigger than the shrimp in the main dining room because I had that the night before, and it was definitely not any more jumbo. Christine also had the surf and turf, and she was really happy with her choice. Her fillet was cooked perfectly, and she got to enjoy the lobster as well. In hindsight, that's really what I should have got. The sides we shared, we had mac and cheese, a grilled rapini, and onion rings. They were nice. This might be a controversial opinion, but I think the pig and anchor mac and cheese was better. Also, our onion rings were lacking on onion, but the batter was nice. For dessert, my sister had the apple tart tatin, which was amazing. That was really nice, and she kindly shared some of that with me. In terms of value and price, this would fall right in line with other specialty restaurants on Carnival Cruises. It costs $42 for adults and $13 for kids who are under the age of 11. We have seen other cruise lines charging a lot closer to or above $50 for their steakhouses. I feel since restart, the cost of specialty dining has increased. Let us know in the comments if you agree. In terms of value and service, it was great, and you can find things on the menu that you can't get elsewhere. The sides were not my favorite, and the desserts were okay, but if you're coming here for steak, you won't be disappointed. We did find that with the kitchen right there, the food came out nice and hot and a little bit fresher than what we were getting in the MDR. One thing we did find interesting is that there was a limit on appetizers and desserts. On other cruise lines, they allow you to get as many of those as you would like, which makes sense to me as you could go to the MDR and get as many apps and desserts as you want. So that being said, neither of us left hungry. A few questions we have been asked is, are kids allowed? Yes, kids are allowed as long as they are accompanied by an adult. There is a kids menu with some great choices, and if they're under 11, it's only $13. Is there a dress code? There is a dress code. It's going to follow the evening's dress code, which is either casual or elegant, but a note for men is that shorts are not allowed. So even if it's casual night, you still need to put long pants on. Can you make reservations? You can make reservations before you board, which we highly recommend as it is very popular, and booking ahead is important to ensure you get the day and time you want. If you don't have reservations, you can use the app once on board to reserve, or you could head over to the restaurant and they will help you out. Overall, we did enjoy our experience here and felt like a special night we won't forget. The service was great and the food was made to order and came out nice and hot. This is definitely a restaurant I will go back to with Aaron if we want a special night on our sailing. Have you ever dined at Fahrenheit 555? Do you think it's worth the additional cost? Are there any other dining reviews you'd like us to do? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your ideas and opinions. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video, and we hope that you found it helpful. If you're interested in more of our content, we have a new channel all about Disney and theme parks called Flamingos in Wonderland that you might want to check out. Remember, memories are forever, so make them fabulous. Thanks again for watching, and happy travels.